Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at a super unique Predator figure, which you cannot deny really stands out amongst all those dozens and dozens of normal Predator figures out there. You all know that I am a huge Predator fan, and I was absolutely ecstatic to partner up with the awesome people over at Zavvi, who actually do carry lots of Predator and Alien merchandise, as well as tons and tons of other awesome nerdy goodness. So they actually sent me over a few Predator figures, and I asked my patrons over on my Patreon site which figure they wanted me to review first. So this is the guy we're looking at today. So today we are taking a look at the 2018 Thermal Vision Fugitive Predator by NECA. We've seen a few cloaked or ghost Predators throughout the years. We've even seen a Thermal Dutch who looks like he came from a 90s rave party, but I believe that this is our very first thermal style Predator figure, and it looks flippin' sweet. So before we take a closer look at this figure, I just wanted to let you all know that I will be leaving links down below in my description if you're interested in getting your human hands on this guy. Zavvi has actually given you guys a discount code for 10% off your entire purchase when you use the code LEGEND20. So follow that link down below to Zavvi to see all the cool shiz they got, because there's a ton on there. So this guy is based on the Fugitive Predator character from 2018's The Predator movie, directed by Shane Black, which was the fourth installment in the Predator franchise. Some people liked this movie, others didn't. I don't know how you all enjoyed the film, but there were aspects of the movie I didn't really care for, and I especially hated the ending, but for the most part, I actually had a really great time watching this film in theaters, and I really enjoyed it. Predators have been genetically evolving themselves to be stronger, smarter, and more lethal than ever before. When a young boy accidentally activates a mysterious alien device and becomes the target of these enhanced predators, only his father and the most unlikely ragtag band of crazy ex-military agents can save him and the human race from obliteration. So this figure is actually a recreation from the thermal vision appearance of the Fugitive Predator from the movie poster. So we can see that image on the back right here, as well as on the front. The Fugitive Predator was a Yautja human hybrid, and he came to Earth to deliver a special weapon to the human race to fend off an invasion of sorts that's apparently coming. But this Predator was captured, studied, he killed loads of people despite his good-intentioned peacekeeping mission, and he even came head-to-head with his rival, the Upgrade Predator. Oh, I love that smell. Something, something, the best thing about mornings is Predator in your cup. Oh my gosh, this looks so incredible. When you put him like up to the light, he looks like a god. So this guy is about 8.5 inches long and 4 inches wide. And he also comes with 4 detachable wrist blades for his gauntlets. This guy, I believe, is from the same mold as the original Fugitive Predator figure, so they just recycled the mold and instead cast the figure in a translucent blue plastic. And he looks so awesome when you shine a light behind him, or even other colored lights like blue, you know, where you can do green or something. You can really play around with those colors and even give it a whole different look if you want to. Translucent figures are just super unique, and I know that there's a huge fan club for them out there amongst the collecting community. Looking at this guy's heat signature, we can see more of a concentration of heat to the left side of his body, as the poster depicted, with the red being the hottest areas and the blue, of course, being the coldest. As with the Thermal Vision Dutch figure, the back of this guy is not painted. Obviously, you are most likely likely gonna display it from the front, so I don't think it's a big loss to have the back blank. Nice details on the mask here, you can see all around, especially on the bottom half of the mask. His lovely locks are flexible, made from a softer plastic, and they do have a little bit of heat to them, as you can see by the paint. His head can move up and down slightly, as well can move all the way around from side to side, but just be careful when your hair is going around that cannon, because that cannon, I tell ya, that shoulder cannon really scares me. It is articulated at 2 points here. It even has a swivel feature at the top. It is a little hard to swivel, but it can swivel. I don't want to swivel it too hard now. Below that, we have some soft shoulder armor, which doesn't get in the way of posing those lean yautja muscles. This guy has over 30 points of articulation. His arms are a great example of this. You know, he's got double jointed elbows that are perfect for flexing, and you can actually swivel his forearms all the way around. You can see here on his joints that a solid plastic is used instead of a translucent plastic for the joints, but I did actually count 3 places where the joints are actually a translucent plastic rather than a solid plastic blue, and that is one on the top of the thigh here, and the bottom joint actually on both legs. So just interesting to kind of take note on that. And he does come with 4 removable wrist blades. There are slits on his gauntlet that you can fit these into, and on the blades themselves, one side actually has that thermal signature while the other side doesn't, so you can play around with what you want facing where. Oh no! Come on, get in there and stay in there, man. It's proving to be quite the task. No! There we go, there we go. Oh, he looks nice with them on. Oh, you look so nice. We have a ball joint on the upper torso as well as in the lower torso, which allows for this guy to give a mean hula. Moving down, we come to a floppy soft plastic, which you can lift up to reveal a secret hidden Eye of Sauron tattoo. To either side of the belt, we have a couple smart disc weapons. And it seems we have some heat concentration here in the middle, hinting that the Predator may be packing something down there. Does this thing lift up? Uh-oh, nope, still a mystery. On his thighs, he does have a pair of thigh guards on each thigh and are prone to falling at times, depending on how you kind of position him around. So you may need to give them a good tug up to fit them snugly onto his thighs. I've had so many figures with little tiny little thin bands and they always break off. So these to me seem very, very prone to breaking. At the top here, we do have a little bit of swivel on this guy. Oh, that's pretty tight. We can go forward a tiny bit with the leg. We can go backward, I feel a little less. And let's test out that splits. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't want to test my limits, but I'm sure he doesn't do that on a regular basis. And down below, we have a double knee joint to make that perfect pose that you're looking to get from your Thermal Predator, as well as by the ankle, we have that ball joint, which allows the foot to move all the way around like this. And at the very, very bottom of his feeties, we do have some peg holes under his heels. So what are some of my negative opinions on this figure? As amazing as this figure is, the only issues I really have with it are like flimsiness issues. That cannon in particular, I feel like one really fast head turn and the hair brushing it really fast. I feel like I could take this out. It's giving me anxiety just looking at it. Next up, I don't care that these thigh guards are kind of prone to slippage. I really don't care about that because I can just hike them back up. But the thing that I really don't like about them is that those bands are so flimsy. 2 more little quirks here. I wish that it was a little bit more user-friendly with putting these guys in. And my last issue, as with most, you know, NECA figures, these guys aren't really the easiest to balance, you know, and pose. Well, they're easy to pose because there's so much articulation, but they're not really the easiest to balance and keep that pose. This, I believe, is kind of largely due to that torso hip area. So if you can see, it kind of naturally is kind of loose like that. And that's very prominent with a lot of their figures, is you kind of balance them like this, and they're just gonna wanna, you know, topple over because of that looseness there. So it's just a matter of finding that sweet spot. You know, you can pose this guy in like the coolest ways possible, you know, but you just gotta keep in mind about that kind of bounce issue there. Overall, fantastic looking figure, and I absolutely love that translucent effect with the light shining through it. I think that's phenomenal. This is definitely a must in any Predator fans collection. So once again, a giant thank you to Zavvi for sending this guy over for me to review with you all. And once again, just a reminder, there are links down below to Zavvi's website, as well as that discount code to get you 10% off your order. So in the comments down below, let me know if this Thermal Vision Fugitive Predator is already in your collection, or if you don't have him, is this guy a pass or a fail? So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I come with new videos every week. Come check me out on social media and help support the channel on Patreon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay legendary.